Last Tuesday, I sat across from a woman who'd just finished her third round of therapy. She'd journaled every single day for 8 months. She'd done breathwork, shadow work, inner child meditations, you name it, and with tears in her eyes, she whispered, "Why do I still feel like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop?" I knew exactly what she meant, because 5 years ago, that was me. Sitting on my bedroom floor at 2 a.m., surrounded by tarot cards and half-burned sage bundles, wondering why peace still felt like something I had to chase instead of something I could just have. If you've ever felt this way, like you're doing everything right, but wholeness keeps slipping through your fingers, this video is going to change everything for you. Because here's what nobody tells you. Healing isn't supposed to feel like an exam you keep failing. And if it does, you've accidentally turned your spiritual practice into a proving ground. Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome to Manifesting Miracles with Joelle. Today, I'm walking you through the 3 invisible traps that keep peace out of reach. By the end of this video, you won't just understand why you've been stuck. You'll know exactly how to come home to yourself. Before we dive into the mistakes, let's talk about why this happens in the first place. Think about this. When you were 7 years old and you brought home a gold star on your spelling test, what happened? Your mom smiled. Your dad put it on the fridge. You got praised, hugged, and validated. But what happened when you came home crying because a friend excluded you at recess? Maybe you were told, "Don't be so sensitive," or "That's just how kids are," or worse, nothing. Just an uncomfortable silence. You learned something in that moment. Your pain makes people uncomfortable. Your achievement makes them proud. So your nervous system recorded a truth that would follow you for decades. I am only safe when I prove I'm worthy. Fast forward 20 years, you're sitting in your healing space, candles lit, journal open, meditation app queued up. But that little 7-year-old, she's still in there thinking, if I do this perfectly enough, maybe I'll finally be lovable. Maybe this time, I won't be abandoned. Your healing practice becomes another place where you have to perform, and that's why, even when you're doing everything right, peace feels impossible, because you're approaching it like a test, and your body is still braced for failure. Let's cover the 3 top mistakes people when trying to heal themselves. Mistake 1, treating healing like archaeology, digging up the same bones over and over. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah came to me after 2 years of intensive therapy. She'd spent countless sessions unpacking her relationship with her narcissistic ex-boyfriend. Every week, she'd revisit the gaslighting, the manipulation, the moment he told her she was too much. She thought she was healing. Her therapist thought she was making progress. But here's what was actually happening. Every time Sarah retold that story, with all its emotional intensity, her nervous system re-experienced the trauma. Her heart rate spiked. Her cortisol flooded. Her brain rewired the neural pathway that said, love equals pain, intimacy equals danger. She wasn't healing the wound, she was rehearsing it. This is what I call emotional archaeology, and it's one of the most common traps in modern healing culture. We've been taught that to heal, we need to excavate, to dig, to unearth every buried memory and examine it under a microscope. But here's the truth nobody mentions. You don't heal a cut by keeping it open. After a certain point, constantly revisiting your pain doesn't release it, it reinforces it. You're no longer processing, you're identifying. You become the girl who was betrayed, the woman who was abandoned, the person who wasn't chosen, and every time you retell that story from that version of yourself, you strengthen her. Healing isn't about becoming a better version of your wounded self. It's about gently releasing your grip on that identity entirely. Try this instead. Let me show you something different. This is called trance journaling, and it completely changed how I process pain. Here's how it works. Step 1, create a soft, dreamy atmosphere. Dim the lights, light a candle, put on music that feels like floating. I love anything with ethereal vocals or gentle piano. Step 2, sit comfortably and breathe slowly. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4, exhale for 6. Do this until your body feels almost drowsy, like you're hovering between waking and dreaming. Step 3, ask yourself this question. Who did I have to become to survive that pain? Don't think, just write whatever comes. Maybe it's the one who never needs anything, or the one who apologizes for existing, or the one who makes herself small so others feel big. Step 4, name her. Give that survival identity a name. Mine was the accommodator. Step 5, thank her. Say it out loud. Thank you for protecting me. You helped me survive when I didn't know how. Step 6, now ask, Who am I without her? Let the answer come through feeling, not thinking. Maybe you feel expansive, soft, powerful, light. Write down whatever emerges, even if it's just single words. Here's what happened when I did this. I realized that the accommodator, the part of me that bent and morphed and minimized herself to keep others comfortable, wasn't me. She was a strategy, a survival mechanism, and I could honor her service while gently retiring her from active duty. That's when my healing shifted from replay to release. I stopped reliving the story of the girl who wasn't chosen. And I started embodying the woman who no longer needed external validation to feel whole. That's the difference trance journaling makes. Mistake 2. Using rituals to bargain with the universe. Okay, confession time. For years, I was obsessed with rituals. Every new moon, I'd set up my altar with crystals arranged just so. I'd write my intentions on special paper with specific colored pens. I'd say affirmations in front of the mirror exactly 7 times. And the whole time, I was terrified. Because deep down, I wasn't doing rituals from a place of power. I was doing them from a place of fear. If I do this correctly, maybe I'll manifest love. If I light the right candles in the right order, maybe abundance will finally come. If I'm spiritual enough, devoted enough, intentional enough, maybe I'll finally be safe. I turned ritual into negotiation. And every time a manifestation failed, I'd spiral. What did I do wrong? Did I not believe hard enough? Am I not worthy enough? Here's what I didn't realize. When you use rituals to prove your worthiness to the universe, you're operating from the same wound you're trying to heal. The message you're sending is, I'm not enough as I am. I need to perform spirituality correctly to earn goodness. And the universe doesn't respond to performance. It responds to alignment. Try this instead. Let me give you a ritual that actually works, because it's not about getting something. It's about releasing something. You'll need a white candle, a piece of thread, string, or thin cord about 6 inches long, scissors, or a flame-safe bowl. Here's what to do. Step 1, light the candle. Take a few deep breaths. Let yourself settle. Step 2, hold the cord in both hands. Feel its texture, its weight. Step 3, say aloud, this cord represents the part of me that believed love was earned, that peace was conditional, that I had to prove my worth to deserve goodness. Feel it. Really feel the ache of that belief. Step 4, with intention, cut the cord, or if you prefer, carefully burn it in a flame-safe bowl and let it disintegrate. As you cut or burn it, say, I release her, the one who begged for proof. I am already whole. Peace is my birthright, not my reward. Step 5, sit in the stillness. Notice what you feel. Maybe it's relief, maybe tears, maybe nothing dramatic at all, just a quiet settling. When I did this ritual for the first time, something shifted in my chest. It was like permission to stop performing, to stop auditioning for my own life. I realized the universe wasn't withholding love until I got my rituals right. I was withholding permission to receive it. And that's the energetic difference between control and creation. Control says, if I do this perfectly, I'll finally be safe. Creation says, because I am safe, I create from overflow. Mistake 3, waiting for closure that will never come. Let me tell you about Maya. Maya waited 3 years for her ex to apologize, 3 years of checking her phone. She was even crafting the perfect casual text to reopen dialogue. And she was imagining what she'd say if he finally admitted he was wrong. She told herself, once I get closure, I can move on. But here's what actually happened. By tying her healing to his apology, she gave him all the power. Her peace became dependent on someone who'd already proven he couldn't give her what she needed. She stayed frozen, suspended, holding her breath, waiting for permission to exhale. If this resonates, I need you to hear this. Closure from someone else doesn't actually close anything. It just gives you a different story to tell about why you're still hurt. Real closure? It comes from you deciding the chapter is over, regardless of whether the other person ever shows up to sign off on it. Try this instead. It's called the Future Self-Reclamation Practice. Here's how to give yourself closure without waiting for anyone's permission. Step 1, find a quiet space, close your eyes, breathe. Step 2, imagine your future self, 5 years from now. Really see her. What is she wearing? How does she carry herself? What does peace look like on her face? She's thriving. She's radiant. She's so deeply in love with her life that the past no longer has hooks in her. Step 3. Ask her, what do you know about me that I've forgotten? Listen, don't force an answer, just receive. Maybe she says, you were never broken, you were just learning your strength. Or, that person's inability to love you was never evidence of your unworthiness. It was evidence of their limitations. Or, peace was always yours, you just had to stop negotiating for it. Step 4. Write down what she tells you. Speak it out loud. Let it land in your body. Step 5. From this space, write a final letter to the person you've been waiting to hear from. But here's the twist. You're not sending it. This letter is for you. It's you speaking the closure your future self already knows. I release you from the story I needed you to fix. I am whole without your apology. My peace is not contingent on your awareness. When I did this practice, I wrote a letter to an old friend who'd ghosted me after 15 years of closeness. For months, I'd been spinning narratives. What did I do wrong? Why wasn't I worth an explanation? But when I stepped into my future self and wrote from her, everything shifted. I realized I didn't need her to validate my worth. I needed to stop abandoning myself by waiting for her validation. The closure came from me deciding I was complete, with or without her acknowledgement. Okay, so we've covered 3 major mistakes. 1. Reliving pain instead of releasing identity. 2. Using rituals to bargain instead of embody. 3. Waiting for external closure instead of self-reclamation. But underneath all of these is one core mistake that almost everyone makes: trying to heal by becoming a better version of your pain. What do I mean by that? Most people think healing looks like this. Take the girl who was betrayed and give her affirmations. Take the woman who was abandoned and give her therapy insights. Take the person who wasn't chosen and give them manifestation rituals. Same identity, just decorated. She's still the betrayed one, the abandoned one, the unchosen one. She just looks more healed now, but healing isn't about polishing your wound. It's about stepping out of her skin entirely. Let me introduce you to a concept that changed everything for me: soft release. Traditional healing often feels aggressive, doesn't it? Dig deeper, face your shadows, feel the pain fully. And look, I'm not saying that's wrong. For some people, at some points, intensity is needed. But for many of us, especially those with nervous systems wired for hypervigilance, aggressive healing actually re-traumatizes. It confirms what your body already believes. The world is unsafe. I must stay on guard. Soft release is different. Soft release practices, like trance journaling, cord rituals, and future self-dialogue, don't demand that you go harder. They ask you to loosen your grip. Think about it like this. Imagine you're holding a bird in your hand. If you squeeze tightly, trying to control it, it struggles, it panics, it might even hurt itself trying to escape. But if you gently open your palm, the bird can choose to stay or fly. Either way, there's no force, no fight. That's soft release. You're not ripping out old identities, you're creating space for them to dissolve naturally. Here's the beautiful thing about soft release work. When your nervous system learns that peace isn't dangerous, everything else starts to shift. Love doesn't feel like a threat anymore. Abundance doesn't feel like something that will be taken away. Opportunities flow in without you forcing them. You stop bracing for loss and start relaxing into presence. Let me give you a real example. After I started doing soft release practices consistently, I noticed something strange. I stopped picking fights with my partner before trips. For years, I would unconsciously create conflict right before we traveled together because deep down, closeness felt unsafe. My nervous system had learned intimacy leads to abandonment, so it would sabotage the connection before it could hurt me. But once I released that identity, the abandoned girl who believed she was too much, my body stopped needing to protect me from love. I could receive it, relax into it, trust it. That's when healing stops being about becoming better and starts being about coming home. All right, let's recap everything. The 3 mistakes. 1. Reliving pain instead of releasing identity. You don't need to keep digging up the wound. You need to retire the version of yourself who's defined by it. 2. Using rituals to bargain instead of embody. Stop using spiritual practices to prove your worth. Start using them to anchor into the truth that you're already whole. 3. Waiting for external closure instead of self-reclamation. Other people's apologies won't set you free. Your decision to be complete will. The practices that work: trance journaling to dissolve old identities, cord rituals to release bargaining energy, future self-dialogue to claim your own closure. This is what I call the core shift. Stop trying to heal by becoming a better version of your pain. Start healing by gently stepping out of her skin. So the next time peace feels distant, pause and ask yourself, am I proving or am I releasing? That one question can shift your entire trajectory, because healing isn't a courtroom where your worth is on trial. It's not a test you can fail. It's not a performance you have to perfect. Healing is remembering that you don't have to argue for the sun to shine. It just does. And so does your worth. You're not failing at healing. You're just learning to stop proving. And that shift, that quiet release of the old identity, is what opens the door to real safety, real love, and real peace. If this landed for you, drop a comment and tell me, which mistake hit closest to home? Was it the endless replaying, the ritualistic bargaining, or waiting for closure that never came? I read every single comment, and your reflections help me create content that truly serves you. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into this work, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. YouTube thinks you will like this video next. Let's see if they are right. Until then, be so gentle with your spirit. See you in the next video.